For this I was born.
So watch. See that first snip? She hasn't reacted. Oh no, this is what I'm talking about. Her being irrational. Hello. This is what I'm talking about. Her being irrational.
For this I came into the world.
Good. Here I am. Good shit, about to drop off my beloved. She's about to be reunited. Hello. Oh, look. Okay. So watch. See that first snip? She hasn't reacted. Oh no, this is what I'm talking about. Her being irrational. Hello. This is what I'm talking about. Her being irrational. Yeah? So watch what I'm going to do, yeah? So look. See? I'm through with my left knee. I really wasn't expecting this because she just had a stranger bathe her this morning. A stranger, somebody she doesn't know, bathed her and said she was completely perfect, yes? So she's just overwhelmed, and I know she realizes where we're at because I let her sniff around before coming out, before texting you. So hold your ground. I know she's gonna do good, but again, watch. And you see, I'm not giving her any commands right now. If I were to give her, so look, you see what I'm doing? I'm just gonna check her, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not gonna spare her much because she's acting dumb. She's acting irrational, yes? Well, she's calmed down a good amount. So look, good stay. And there she's just curious. So watch. Good. So let me show you really quickly the interactions with her, and then she didn't forget you. She's just being irrational. She's overcome maybe sensory overload or something. And honestly, today has been a little bit of a different day for her. But yeah, she left with a stranger, got a shower. The girl does not bullshit me with the dog. I please don't bullshit. You know, yeah. It's like, you know, I know teachers have to be politically correct. You can't just tell somebody when your kid's real stupid. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I like to know, is that dog stupid? Yeah. And I was a little bit worried about her, but she did great. Fantastic. She said she was so easy to bathe. Have you bathed her before? Yeah, she's been horrible. Damn, the girl, I really thought, well, maybe I need to go with you because there's going to be an issue. She said, well, I'll call you if I have an issue. Just, I had unexpected shit happen this morning. So, but the girl said, man, that dog was so easy to bathe. And she's just bathed 3 dogs for me because I had a couple other dogs go home. So, you know, keep that in mind. But it could be a little bit of sensory overload. So watch what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to show you. And because she's been reactive, I'm not going to give her any commands. And I want you to know this is typical with dogs like this. Yeah. Dogs that have these type of, this is why I kept her for the amount of time that I did. Yes. In fact, I was planning on keeping her another week or so, but it seems like she's about to come into heat. So this is the perfect time for her. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to touch in between the eye and the ear to get her to move with me. Good. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to start walking. I'm looking to nip her. And since we already did a class, you understand the difference already between a nip and a bite. Good. Look, when I come to a stop. Good. Good sit. I am going to acknowledge her visually, verbally. I'm not going to pet her though. Whenever she does something that I like or she's supposed to do, like sitting when I come to a stop, I mean, her obedience is top notch. It's just behavior, yes, that we're gonna work on. So, and also she might potentially be hormonal. She's gotten a lot bigger though, huh? Yeah. How big is she, dude? She's fucking huge. She is so big. Good. Yes, good. Good stay. Dude, what the fuck, dude? Good. Pretty, baby. Pretty. Yeah. I don't understand you. But if you're gonna react, it's best that you react now. If you're gonna humiliate me, I'd rather you humiliate me now. And I know Raleigh's been very excited to see her. Yeah, you do. Good. Okay. So watch what we're gonna do. Yeah, so now I'm gonna, let me have you, maybe if you guys could come and stand like right over here, please.
Come on, Raleigh.
Your grandma, yes?
Yeah.
Fantastic, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for watching my Instagram stories. I really appreciate it, yes? So you see, now she's gonna getting excited. Dude, keep in mind, people have been petting her like crazy.
Yeah.
She's been letting people pet her. And look, now she seems like she's happy because her tail's wagging. But this is a good opportunity, and I have it on video. You saw how I checked her.
Yeah.
You see how? So if I start barking, or, well, not barking, but if I start talking or saying no or sassing her or trying to get her to pay attention. Remember like when I first came over here?
Yeah.
Good. Oh, well, I got goosebumps, baby. You're gonna make me emotional. And remember when I came to pick her up, I was like, she's greeting me completely differently.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Weird, yeah? But you remember when I first came out, how when she ran off, you started making like calling her, doing what typical people do. So that's the wrong thing to do, because you're just amplifying the energy.
Yeah.
And then it just comes across like a barking dog.
Yeah.
You know, say you had a small chihuahua here and the chihuahua wasn't being paid attention to. She's gonna bark and do a whole bunch of Raleigh. She's real brave, that little girl, huh? Hey, look at you. You should be ashamed with yourself. Humiliating me out here. But it's good to be humiliated. Listen, I love being humiliated, yeah. So it's fun. So this is what I'm gonna say, yes? So I become silent. In fact, when I'm working the dogs, typically I'm moving in the silence, especially with a dog like this that has those behavior quirks. So again, my touches are released. So if I don't touch her, it doesn't matter if Raleigh touches her. I don't want her to get up. Now look, she got up there. And again, I'm not gonna, pardon the expression, I'm not gonna fuck around because of how she behaved earlier.
Yeah.
I'd be a little bit easier if she hadn't behaved that way. So if I don't care if Raleigh touches her or not. If I don't touch her, she's not gonna get up. She shouldn't get up. And I'm gonna make it very clear to her that you're not gonna get up. And you noticed when I started grabbing that leash, I didn't say the word N-O.
Yeah.
So I very rarely say the N-O word. That's like dropping a bomb. So if I say no to her, she's gonna be like, what the hell? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a big deal, yes? So you want to get out of the habit of saying the word no to your dog all the time, because otherwise they just deflect it. It just becomes like crying wolf. It doesn't matter, right? So if I was going to say anything, oh, you're so pretty, baby. You got some big ass teeth. She got some massive teeth, dude. Huge, yeah? So if I'm going to say anything to her, I would say good stay whenever Raleigh is interacting with her. The times that you think she's going to break, good stay. And she doesn't break. Inaction is a decision and a choice all into itself, yes? So you want to praise the inaction. Good stay. What a pretty dog, dude. That dog's real. Listen, I was like, this dog has me well charmed.
Yeah.
Do you know, like I already have my next week's plans with her. But then I started, the boys are really interested with her. And then she started being a little coquettish with Sabo, and I thought, you know what? It's probably about that time, yeah. All right, what a pretty girl. But you see how she's doing? Yeah, she's doing good. Rock solid. Haven't even given her a command. I'm not gonna give her a command. That's adorable. That's adorable. I love that. What a perfect distraction to have, yeah? I love those type of distractions. All right, so look. Good, now watch what I'm gonna do. How cute. All right, what a pretty baby. So look, I'm gonna touch and I'm gonna start walking. Good. I'm going to say the word good. If I turn and she turns with me, good. Good. Pretty. Good. So pretty. Now look, there she's scratching at that collar, and I'm not gonna let her make it, because she could pop it off. And again, had she not greeted you all rather with a little fire this morning, I probably would have let her make it. So she's, oh, that reminds me. So she just got a bath today. So in 3 days, you need to wait at least 3 days. She's gonna need another topical treatment for the fleas. Okay? And it's imperative, and anybody out there watching, you wanna wait at least 3 days after bathing a dog, because it needs the dog's natural oils.
Okay.
So if you find a flea-infested dog, Capstar works good, but if you were to bathe them and then put the topical on there, you're messing up. It's better to give that dog the topical, and it's gonna kill them all. Yes, because it needs the oils. But you see how I'm handling her there, yes? So look, now I'm gonna walk around you all. Mom, if you would just stay still. And Raleigh just, I like her to be herself, yes, because that's the purpose of all of this. So you can see how I'm going to handle, when I'm going to nip.
Exactly.
Hey, may I ask you something? How old is Raleigh? Okay, is she tall for her age? Okay, because I think you're tall. I feel like I'm perpetually looking up to you. You know?
I am over 6 foot, so yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I think I'm like 5'8" in heels or something. You know, no, look. No, awesome. Good. So, yeah. So Raleigh is tall then, yes? Okay. Good. All right. So look, she's doing fantastic. Good. She's being very tolerant. Yeah, man, she's a cool dog. Cause listen, she puts up with a lot, yeah. Like, and she's come a long way. She was afraid of certain dogs, Nala, for example. Then finally, she just thought, to hell with being afraid of her, and she's done really good. And her nerves, she's gotten really good with all of that. Yeah. So today we're going to be focusing on these 3 things, and we're going to be doing a follow. I'll be coming back out here next week to work with you all to troubleshoot and see how she's doing, and then work on getting her to lay down and other things inside the house. Yes. So watch again. Touch is a release. She also knows hand signals in addition to the verbal commands. Okay. Good. She hasn't jumped on Raleigh yet. Is that her tinkle? I wonder what she would get. Why she would be tinkling. I don't think she's intimidated. Pretty. You're doing so good with her. Man, this dog's doing amazing. And you know, when I reached out to you, if you would have told me that Raleigh wasn't going to be here, I was going to ask you, well, let's hold off. Because I want to see, because, you know, that way you're prepared. We're prepared for everything, yeah? Like, what if you would have said, hey, you know, she's been great, but she barked at Raleigh when I first got here. Well, we addressed that already, yes? Okay, so now watch what I'm going to do. You notice whenever I come back to her, I pause for 3 seconds, and then I grab the leash near her neck. I don't reach for the leash initially, because then that makes it obvious that I'm thinking about the leash. And this is why I have this little thin leash, so that we can blur the line between having a leash on and off. Okay? So again, watch here. Good heel. Pretty. Good heel. Good. Now, I'm going to show you here in a second what to do about the potential of her jumping. She hasn't jumped yet, and I don't know that she's going to. She's gotten really good about all those behaviors. I mean, she's just a legit dog. You know, if you were, you know, like I remember when I was coming out of the Canine Academy, this is like the kind of dog that everybody wanted to have, you know, to take with you to the Canine Academy. Because she legit just wants to work. You know, she's got the kind of personality where she doesn't mope. If she messes up, she's like, let's try it again. You know, it's such a beautiful thing. Yeah, I mean, I do have some dogs like Loki who mopes, messes up. You know, she doesn't mope at all. She just has a good beautiful disposition, a beautiful way about her. Okay, so watch what I'm going to do now. I'm going to give her release command. Now, typically, whenever you give her this command, you want to give her at least 3 minutes to make it some freedom. Meaning, if she walks a little bit ahead of you, it's perfectly all right.
Oh, she looked better.
Oh, she did? Let's see what happens. You think it was a playful thing?
I don't know.
Because she... Okay, so we'll test it out here shortly. So watch what I'm going to do. Like I said, I'm about to give her that command, so I'm going to give her 3 or 5 minutes of freedom, and we'll see. Go bananas. Good. So now she doesn't have to necessarily SIT at my side or anything. She's going to choose more often than not to be at your left, to sit at your left, but this will give us a good reading of her personality. Yeah, so you see like that opening the mouth, that's like a play joust, and I'm going to show you how to handle that too, specifically with that throat chain, yes?
Yes.
But I'm looking out to see if there's any. Good.
You got me.
That's how she normally
Yeah, that's like a little play bite.
played with her.
Good. Good.
Sharp little puppy teeth.
Well, yeah, no, they're real big. Yeah, if it's play, it's one thing. She'll just have to learn that she can't play that way. Because she probably thinks Raleigh's another puppy.
Yeah.
And, you know, you've seen her play on my Instagram.
Yeah.
She loves the play bite, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's perfectly all right for her to play that way with another dog, to be sure, but just not with Raleigh or with humans.
Yeah.
The other thing is I brought a throw chain with me, and you have the other ones coming. So if she were not on this leash and collar, and she starts to get a little boisterous in her play or over, you know, emphatic like that, yeah, it doesn't seem to be as aggression. It seems like she just wants to play.
Yeah.
And she's trying to like, and she is holding back the play bite too, yes?
Yeah.
So we'll use the throw chain, for sure. We'll use the throw chain in that situation, okay? So let's try this, because I do want to see how she does loosed around her here in a little bit.
Okay.
Good, you're good. So I'm going to show you now a correction that you would use for the play biting, for jumping, for counter surfing, for anything. I haven't had to do any of this with her for a little while now, but I have done this with her initially. And again, she's on her at ease command. So this is going to be what I call clockwork, okay? So if she were to do anything that I don't like, and we might have to tempt her to jump on you so I can do it, which will be a little unfair, but I'm going to do it. Let's assume that I'm standing at the center of a clock. So right now she's more or less like at my 12. This is my 3, behind me is 6, and at my left is 9. I'm gonna rotate clockwise like this, okay? So what I'm going to do is, no, you can't fuck with that. So what I'm going to do is, good, I'm gonna play with it. I'm gonna bring her this way and see if she were to do anything. Man, it's windy. Nippy. So if she were to do anything that I don't like the play biting that we just saw a little while ago, or jumping or doing any of that, then what I would do is I would make sure that I'm positioned at 12 and she's in front of me that I would in the center and she's positioned in front of me at 12. And then I would nip once and start rotating clockwise, and then nip at every quarter interval, which would be at 3, 6, and then at 9. And she's going to naturally put her butt on the ground, especially with the nip. You see how she did it there without? And remember when I first met you and I came up for classes, I said get in the habit of making that clockwise rotation. So she understands that clockwise rotation. You know, a lot of times she'll come around you. If you see her coming around you, then I would go clockwise and engage. So this is perfect, yes? So watch, she'll understand really quickly. See, she doesn't mope. So I think she's understanding I don't want her to do the play biting, and she just holds her. She's just an awesome dog. When I tell you, she's literally my teacher's pet. Now, and I tell people, dude, I offer a service where I help people find a puppy. Had I helped you with that, you would have gone a way dumber dog. You wouldn't have needed my training, okay? Remember, the smarter a dog is, the more shit they're gonna get into. Do you know what I mean? The more stimulation they need. In fact, I still have maybe 3 or 4 more videos of her that haven't gone up, where we're just going all over the place, doing all types of crazy stuff. In fact, she was terrified of lawnmowers. Yeah. Oh, so you were aware of that, yeah?
She was scared of pretty much everything.
Yeah. So we started I have classes with her where I was working her around the lawnmowers. I think it was actually Thursday. So all of those will be coming up. And again, the videos are a good way to refer to how to handle her. She's being very calm. What a pretty baby. Good sit, darling. And you see how the first 3 days is imperative that we don't give her too many commands. Like if I want her to come to me, I just start chanting the word good. I'll say her name and say good, you good. She's really good about running towards me. Because she's coming into heat, and specifically for at least 3 weeks, you don't want to bring her out here in the front off the leash, at least until we have our first class. So that's probably what we'll do with my next class too, bring her out here and show you how to make her stay in the yard and have the recall. But she's coming into heat or going into heat, her hormones are going to be in a different spot. You know what I mean? Like if there's a strong enough urine scent over there of a male dog, and that whiff to her seems the pheromones in that make her think he's a stud, she's going to want to go over there to Mark and let him know how to get here. Or that shepherd over there, does he have his testicles still? Do you know?
I don't think so.
Okay. But see, things like that, yeah, because you know she is going to be a little hormonal. So now what we're going to do is, because she hasn't done anything ever since those nips, and I wanted to react to those nips properly with timing wise, but it would have been better had I nipped and rotated clockwise, I tell you the truth. But because she did really well with that, didn't do it afterwards, let's see if we can get her to jump. Maybe, so watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna touch her and I'm gonna walk her up to you. When I come up to you, get really animated if you can, please, so that she'll wanna jump at you. And make no mistake, I'm going to correct her. So I'm gonna nip, rotate, nip, nip. You're gonna see me do the clockwork, okay?
Hi, baby. Hi. Hi. Hi.
Look. And that's unfair because obviously we're like enticing her.
Yeah.
So watch, but we gotta do it. Good. Oh yeah, she's afraid of that stuff.
Hi, baby.
Okay, now stop petting her, please. I know, baby. It's tough. It's mommy. Okay. Good.
Hi.
Good. It's like she wants to climb you. Pretty. Okay. Okay, hi.
Hi, Gator. Hi.
Good.
Hi, baby.
Perfect.
Hi.
Good. So you see how? Perfect.
Got red berries.
Did you just
Man, I think she swallowed it. Okay, good. All right. So again, you see how I did that? So let's say that there's a particular counter, something that she wants to counter surf on. You
Yeah.
bait, put something on that counter. You walk her up to it. The moment she tries to go up, you nip, rotate, rotate. With Raleigh, you need to put her on the leash every day, maybe twice more today, 3 times a day, even for 2 or 3 minutes in between commercial breaks, and have Raleigh act animated in front of her whenever she does make an infraction. Again, you're tempting her. So it's being a little unfair, but you have to be unfair,
Yeah.
okay? Life can be unfair. You nip, rotate, nip, just like I did now, so she'll understand, yes?
Yes.
Okay, you ready to handle her really quickly? If you would, take the leash, please. If she tries to jump up, you're going to apply pressure. Perfect. Good. Okay, perfect. Now, start to walk with her, please. Perfect. Perfect. And just walk at your normal pace. She's going to want to sniff you and get your cadence. Good. She doesn't have to do anything right now. She can't typically make any mistakes. Come towards me, please. We're just getting her to get accustomed to you. Give a little nip there. Good. So you're going to want to more or less keep her at your left, but you're not giving her any commands yet. Nip, nip, keep walking. Good. Perfect. That was a perfect timing on all of that, yes?
Okay.
Good. So see, now she's just excited. She's excited. She's animated to be home. Come towards me, please. And again, not giving her any commands yet or anything. Good. Now turn to the left. Perfect nip. Perfect. Perfect nip. Perfect nip. Turn to the left again, please. Perfect. And now turn to your right all the way. Good. This way. Perfect. Perfect. Come towards me, please, and then you're going to come to a stop there. And now apply pressure very quickly. Perfect. So see, right now what you're doing is you're herding. Like if you were a herding dog, like you're herding sheep, yes? So right now you're making her understand without commanding her, verbally commanding her, more or less how she moves, the action, right behind everything, okay? Yeah, man, she's been terrified of those things. Okay, so look, what I want you to do now is now you're going to touch her. No, nip. Perfect, that was a perfect nip. She's being a little bit of a drama queen, that's okay. That collar is actually even a little loose. So you're gonna touch her in between the eye and the ear, and I want you to start to walk straight ahead, maybe turn right, turn left, so you don't bump into Raleigh. But you're going to walk with her. Now I want you to try to make sure, perfect. And it's okay, she can do, as far as I'm concerned, she's going to be perfect. So turn to the right, please. Perfect. When you turn, if you feel any tension, you're going to give a quick little nip, okay? Perfect. Come towards me, please. Perfect. Turn to the left. Perfect. Okay, turn to the right. Okay, you're really good with your left and right. Most people both people forget. Yeah. Turn to the right, please. And to the left. Perfect. Come towards me, please. Slow down, and you're going to come to a stop, and you're going to apply. Perfect. So we're gonna do that briefly one more time. When you come to a stop, as you come to a stop, you're gonna slow down. You're going to apply constant pressure to give her that bite. So we're gonna do that one more time, and then she should more or less be synchronized with you. Yes, I mean, it's still going to take some time for her to get your cadence, but she'll be doing good. You're doing very well with her, by the way. Go ahead and, I'm sorry? Yeah, touch her whenever you're going and you want her to move. We're about to try to trick her up with that right now. Good. Perfect. Turn to the right, please. Yeah, she's definitely coming into heat though. Good. Perfect. Summerlin. Turn to the left. Perfect. Nip. Perfect. Slow down and come to a stop there, please. Perfect. Now listen, I want you to extend your leash out. Don't drop it yet. But hopefully she tries to stand up, and the moment she stands up, you're going to apply constant pressure. Different than a quick bite. So not like a jerk, more like a smooth, steady hold until she puts herself back on the ground. Yeah, so walk around her counterclockwise, please, with the leash in your hands. Yeah, keep the other way. Yep. See, apply pressure there. Perfect. Walk around her again, please. Perfect. Perfect. Drop your leash now and walk further away. Kind of keeping your eyes on her though. Yes. So let me show you a little pro tip. Yes. Especially when there's things like this going on. If I keep my left shoulder blade towards the dog, they're more aware of me because it's more like I'm ready to stalk at them. Exactly. If I walk with my right shoulder blade, it can be a little threatening. But it's very important in the beginning for there to more or less always be like a left shoulder blade pointing at the dog. It's shenanigans to manipulate the dog, especially when there's something like that going on that before would have made her run. And I know, for example, because Elena's husband is part of my lawn crew, that they come on I mean, not my lawn crew, mows my lawn. And damn, this dog would freak out on Tuesdays when they would come mow or blow or anything. She would panic. So she's doing really good there. Step into her, please, and now pause for a few seconds. Now grab the leash near her neck. Perfect. And now you're gonna, perfect. Now you're going to touch. I want you to walk straight, then do a complete 180-degree turn to your right, please. Perfect. Perfect. Turn to the left, please. Perfect. And she's really good. Turn left again. She's got just a, she legit moves like she's in almost in a healing competition at times. So whenever you're going to turn left and you feel like she's going to be in your way, it's perfectly acceptable to nip her. Yes. If she were to get half a body length ahead of you, you would nip and then turn to your right, nip and turn to your right, and then proceed on your way. Slow down there, please. Come to a stop. Perfect. So now we're going to try to trick her up. I want you to touch her, walk 3 feet, come to a stop, and if she doesn't sit, you're going to apply a bite very quickly though. So not a nip, but you're going to bite, hold it until she sits down. Yes. So touch her, walk 2 or 3 feet, then come to a stop. Stop. Perfect. Now touch her, turn to the right, do 180 or 360-degree turn, and then come to a stop, please. She really wants to go play with Raleigh for sure. Perfect. 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 Now stand next to her. You're doing that really well. Stand next to her with her at your left. Touch. You're going to walk 2-3 feet, then come to an abrupt stop. Okay. If she doesn't put her butt on the ground, start putting her butt on the ground, you're going to apply a constant bite. Yes? Okay. Stop there. Perfect. She was going into it, but that was good. No, you did that very well. That's timing. She's fast. Touch 2 feet, then come to a stop, please. Stop right there. See? Nip. Perfect. Now touch, and you're going to walk forward and turn very quickly to the right. And then I want you to stop where you're at again, facing them, please. Turn to the right. Again. Okay, that was good. Come towards me, please. Perfect. She did amazing. Turn to the right. Slow down. Come to a stop there, please. That's perfect. Well, she made a fucking liar out of me. She humiliated me there. Okay. All right, very good. Drop your leash, please. And you're going to walk away and you're going to let it go. She's really it's okay. You're doing great. She's really distracted by Raleigh, which is a good thing. And it's just good signs. She just seems like she wants to go over there and play with Raleigh. Okay? So that's a very beautiful thing, yes? Good. Good stay, darling. Pretty baby. It's like a lucky 4-leaf clover, yes? Good stay. How pretty. What a good stay. Yeah, she's bigger than Raleigh now. She might outweigh Raleigh.
I think she's been bigger.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, very good. Walk up to her, please. You're going to stand right next to her with her at your left. You're going to pause for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Now get ready to correct her. No, don't touch her yet. Walk away, please. Good. Perfect. That's why you want to pause for 3 seconds. If you get into the habit of walking up to her, grabbing her immediately, she's going to get up preemptively because she's going to anticipate that. So that's why the pause is there, yes? Oh, look. She wrote, I love Gator. How wonderful. Okay. Good. Gator's really excited about it. Come to a stop there. Now pause for a few seconds. Yeah, grab the leash. And now look, we're going to give her a little break because I want to focus on Raleigh, yes? Okay. So I want you to put the entire leash in your left hand for now. And then with your right hand, you're going to do this. With your right hand. And then you're going to go under her chin, across her chest, and swipe her left shoulder blade. Swipe it down and say, go bananas.
Okay.
Go bananas.
Good, go bananas. So that's go bananas, yes? That means she's at ease. So now what I want to do, because she is really interested in Raleigh, is I'm going to walk over there by the chain, and I'd like for you to walk her over there by where Raleigh is riding. Xing out Gator's name actually. All right, it doesn't matter if she's on your left or whatever. I want her to misbehave, and then I'd like to take her off the leash and work on some behavior inside. Yes, go ahead and take her right over there, please. Perfect. I really like how right now when I asked you to take her over there, you just walked over there. You didn't call her to you. So, you know, let's not be frivolous with our words. Even right then, there was no reason to call her. You walk. That gives you so what I'm trying to tell you is look for opportunities to correct her. All right, because you're molding her behavior. It's not correcting. So when you walked away there, had she not moved with you, the nip and having her come to you is more effective than calling her to you. Calling her to you just makes you seem, for lack of a better term, like a false god, because she realizes that you can't make everything happen. Yes, she's really interested. Okay, this is what I want to see. Good.
Stop it.
How pretty. Dude, this dog's gotten big. Hi, baby. I'm gonna miss you, my beloved. Yeah, I'm gonna miss you. All right, let's see, this is the throat chain. And you have some of these on order, yes? So we're gonna be using these, okay? Do you have any questions about any of that?
What the heck is that?
So this is a choke chain that I've tied into a knot.
Okay.
So do you see there, the knot is coming across. And this, and we're gonna be doing this with her actually here shortly. If we can, I'd like to go into your yard or in your house, and I'm gonna show you how to use this. So let's say that right now, if we were to cut her off the leash and she started sniffing around, the moment she got, let's say, to that driveway right there, if you can get into the habit of, let's say she gets by that driveway, the moment she gets by the driveway, you toss this chain in her direction, she's gonna realize that's the limit. She's gonna realize that's a boundary. If she's playing with Raleigh off the leash, so you know, another thing, remember how I told you you need to do 2 or 3 times a day, get Raleigh to get pumped up and do the clockwork like I did with you? That is imperative. Specifically with a dog, this is a dominant dog. So like once she, like Nala that she was terrified of, once she accepted Nala, all she did, I had to protect Nala from her. Because Nala was kind to her. You know, Nala was like, you're a baby. Because other dogs couldn't get away with the shit she was getting away with. She was being mean, like mean girl stuff, you know what I'm saying? She's mean girl, yeah. So you have to do that. I'd like to practice that really quickly before we go inside. And then so you practice that clockwork 2 or 3 times a day with Raleigh, a couple of minutes a day. That's the most important part of everything. Then whenever you're hanging out inside the house, you always want to have a throat chain near you. So if you don't have the leash and collar on her, obviously, and she starts to get a little bit out of hand, you toss this chain in her direction. She's going to understand very quickly, bless you. She'll understand, listen, she understands this chain. I've only had to use it once on her, and it was when she started getting more confident, when she started coming around at about the 4th week or so. Whenever I was letting dogs out, now she was hitting the cage. Like, dumb. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I let that happen for like 2 days, and then on the 3rd day, you know, the moment that I brought a dog out and she went, I tossed this chain, she hadn't done it since, yeah.
So like if she's barking or something like that, I can toss the chain.
You can. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you can. But I tell you the truth.
The big complaint from them was that every time she's outside, she's barking non.
And so she doesn't really bark, but keep in mind that when she's with me, she's playing with other dogs. So obviously, if she's had another dog or Raleigh out there to play with, she's unlikely to bark. The very best thing to do, I tell you the truth, is if she's barking, is to invest in the most affordably priced bark collar that you can get that's automated. I mean, not the ones where you press it, a bark collar. And she just needs to have that on her. And I'm telling you the truth, that's going to be the very fastest, easiest way without, because with the throat chains, it will work, but you have to get up every time. Do you see what I mean? So you might have to toss the throat chain 100 times for 21 days for it to go away. The bark collar is going to make it go away. So that's I tell you the truth, that's the very best way to do it. And she, you know, like I have had dogs that were like Nala and Nova, the Presses that just left. I had to stop from barking a lot, but this one really hasn't barked at cats or other dogs, but she's focused. If she's out there playing with other dogs, she's more interested in playing and having a good time.
Would you recommend me having them introduce their dog to her?
Whose dog?
They have a dog.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Okay.
But see, if that dog is running back and forth, this dog is frustration.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So yes, the throat chain will work in that aspect, but I know this dog. If you open the door and you throw the chain because she's barking, she's gonna want to run inside the house and maybe go into her kennel. Do you see what I mean? So she'll just maybe think that opening the door means for her to come inside. So the bark collar is for sure one of the best things. And again, I'm gonna come out this following week, and And we'll go over all of that. We'll troubleshoot all those, because she may just, it might just be a moot point, yeah? But look, good sit. Pet her under the chin. See how she's about to jump? So guess what? I was about to throw this chain. I was about to toss it. But she didn't, I didn't have to, because she realized she's not supposed to jump, and then she sat down, yes? All right, so very, very good.
I'm supposed to pet her under her chin, right?
I would, because this encourages her to look up at you, and if she's looking up at you, she's less likely to jump up, okay? Can we try it with Raleigh really quick and see if we can get Raleigh animated? Yeah. And then I want you to do the clockwork, so you're gonna have to tighten up the slack on your leash. Okay. And remember, you're going to nip, you're at the center of a clock, so right now she's kind of at your 9, so she'll be in front of you, so you let her get in front of you with Raleigh, yes? Okay. If we can, let's call her around. So hold your ground. Yeah, hold your ground there, hold your ground there. So see how you positioned yourself with her at your left. You kind of you don't want her at your left. Otherwise she's going to be into training mode.
Raleigh, come here. We need your help.
You're going to do that, and I'm also going to, well, potentially toss the chain. So let's see if we can get Raleigh animated, and if she does anything.
She's super excited and can pet Gator. So right now,
she's riding.
Is she in work zone?
No, we don't. Yeah, well, we don't want her in that, because then if she's doing like a sit stay, then she's gonna. You saw it already. In the sit stay, she's going to be good. Yeah. But how about when she's not in a sit stay, when you're cooking dinner or something? Hell yeah. So this, and we're gonna practice this inside your house too, or in the yard also. Look up there. Perfect. That was the time. No. Rotate all the way. Keep rotating. Keep doing it. And then maybe we'll try Grandma. Okay, Grandma, do you mind coming out here and let's try it with Grandma? There you go. So now look. Now touch her, and it's okay for her to walk ahead of you. Yes. Perfect. And then we try that. See, now she remembers Grandma for sure. Good. Well, let's try that again, and maybe Grandma can get animated. So we need to set her up for failure, yes? Perfect. Good. There you go. Perfect. There you go. Perfect, Summer. Perfect. Now pet her under the chin. That's so beautiful. Okay, pet her under the chin, please, Grandma. And now when you stop petting her, she might want to rise. Now stop petting her. Good. Perfect. Okay, perfect. And listen, and you can do that with inappropriate sniffing, anything. Okay. So she hasn't really been a cross rocket, but you know, if that behavior starts, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Perfect. Look, you see how you don't have to even say anything. She understands. Mm-hmm. And you know, once she started liking me and thinking, oh, you must be my new human now. And she started jumping on me too. But before, the first week or so, she wasn't jumping on me. But the jumping went away simply with me just turning around and walking away, like I said to you. And then, you know, jumping at strangers is kind of a moot point, because she's not about strangers. She only wants to jump on people that she likes. Mm-hmm. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. And then the other thing is this, for you and for everybody else, good sit, mi amor. You're so beautiful, darling. Good sit. I tell you the truth, yes? Anybody listening, this is the honest truth. I was not that inclined to correct her for jumping at strangers, simply because if you want her to be a natural guardian for you, that's the wrong thing to do. Yeah. So like, let's say you take her to PetSmart or something out in public, and she meets a stranger, good sit, mi amor, and she jumps on them. I wouldn't correct her. I would just like maybe pull her around and then afterwards pet her. But I would pull her off of them, making it very clear to the dog that I'm not upset. And a lot of times I'll bullshit. I'll like pull the dog back and I'll pet the dog and I'll say, come on, stupid, you know you're not supposed to do that. But all I'm doing is praising. Okay. The person doesn't know that. But I tell you the truth, and I specialize in guard dog training, yeah? And this dog has that guard dog instinct in her. You don't want to check her for jumping at strangers. In fact, if you have any specifically male friends, guy friends, if they come over or whatever, or family members that are men, have them wrestle with her, play tug of war with her, yeah? Because listen, you know, and just when it comes to crime, it's typically, you know, people get, you know, murdered or whatever by somebody that they know. So somebody's going to rob your house, it's typically somebody you know, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So this is why it's very imperative. The only people that you should check her for jumping are you, Raleigh, and Grandma. That's it. Only, nobody else. I wouldn't give a damn. Okay. You know, it'll go away. Yeah. Keep her nice and confident, because listen, this dog, and again, if I was assessing a dog to have the ability to be a guard dog, she'd be high on my list of puppies. She's the real deal. This is you got yourself a working dog, and that's like a double-edged sword. You know, a double-edged sword that's very sharp. You have to handle a little more.
She does something like that.
Just pull the leash around, yeah. Okay. So see, that would be a perfect example of if you were to yank her and pull her, you're picking a battle and ruining why. Do you know what I mean? And, yeah. Well, no, but she didn't do anything wrong. Gotcha. You know, in fact, If I was handling the leash and she came around, I would have pulled. See there, look. So that's wrong.
I didn't see her doing it.
No, so, and again, the chain would be perfect for that too.
Okay.
But you see how I'm nipping really quickly?
Yeah.
You got to do it, yes? And I do have one extra link in there, so it is a little bit loose. So that would make it, the nip have to be a little sharper. Good, good, good. Oh, cool, man. Man, I would have been so thrilled to have that as a child. Amazing, how fun.
So,
Good, good, good.
potty trained in the house, because she wasn't fully potty trained in the house, like she would just put on the floor.
I'm going to send you a little diagram that you can, have I sent you that already yet or not? Okay, I'm going to send you that little diagram, and then you're going to want to follow that. Specifically, listen, now that she's coming into heat, so like having her run loose around the house, maybe not a good idea because she's going to be spotting. And listen, even if you have a day off, she still needs to spend at least 8 hours in the kennel on a daily basis. Doesn't necessarily have to be the entire time, but don't feel guilty about putting her up, okay? Good, good, good. All right, we're going to test her out inside, and then we may come back. Power.
So be ye angry, and sin not. Don't let the sun go down upon your wrath. Instead, you must be still, commune with your own heart upon your bed, and be silent. And as with all things, when you do it, you must be intense in the doing it. If you are lukewarm, you're told in Scripture, I will spew you out. Be it that ye are either hot or cold, but because thou art lukewarm, I will spew you out. You can't accomplish shit in this world if you're tepid and timid. You must be intense about everything that you want. Set yourself on fire and the world will follow. You are called to dominate the earth. Bless you all.
Oh my gosh. Hi. Y'all are so cute.